On that back, Rudy! On that bag, Rudy!
Come, Rules!
All right.
Oh, man. 5 energy. I got the reverse effect. 5 over energy.
Come, Rules! Lead us, Rules! Hey, gang, this is a huge friggin' game. Huge. Sleep time, tomorrow start time, huge game. Play our balls off right now, gets us about 3 or 4 extra hours of sleep. Here we go.
All right, we are getting set for Resmondo and Baugh Dorflinger. Corny from Worth joining us tonight. So glad to have you with us on the broadcast.
Thank you, Bernie. Looking forward to it.
Your thoughts so far on what you've seen here in this Hall of Fame Classic?
Well, I think there's been some kind of knocking the cobwebs out here the first few games I've seen here on the stadium. I think these guys are kind of getting reacclimated playing on a big field like this. And, you know, sometimes those games during the middle of the afternoon are, you know, you kind of feel a sense of the teams being a little bit of a lull. But I think when those lights come on, everything changes.
Well, we've heard a couple times tonight about the importance of this game because obviously you avoid all the losers bracket action between here and there.
Well, in a dual event like this, I think the main thing is the less games you can play, the more important it is to you, because obviously it doesn't take as much wear and tear on your body. And I've already seen some teams have had some players already come up hurt.
Yeah.
So it's you know, this is a tough tournament. You know, teams come up from down, you know, or come down here from up north. And, you know, again, they're playing on these big fields. A lot of them have been playing tune-up tournaments and stuff on softball fields. You know, this takes a lot out of you.
That's what it could not be.
Leadoff double for Ruley. That brings up Greg Cannell, and I will see later tonight. Gets a chance to showcase your new slogan.
Oh!
Now there's an example of it right there.
It's out of the wrapper, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy here, I'm telling you, he hits it as far as anybody I've ever seen. I mean, he's unbelievable.
And you were out there when the filming of the commercial just a couple nights ago, and the bat's coming right out of the wrapper, and you hear the sounds, you know, moments later after them being hit. And in some ways, I guess that's the bats maybe have evolved over the years. It's always been about performance, but now it's about getting quick performance, which you see there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the engineers at Worth are, I mean, they're the best in the industry. I think these guys, you know, they know how to design a bat. They know how to, you know, how to use composite technologies to the advantage of the players. I mean, it's really amazing. Like when we were out there the other night, seeing how these bats perform. I mean, it's a testimony to, you know, years and years of experience and having the right guys in the right spot. So, you know, hats off to our engineering department. They, you know, we ask them every year to make a better bat. You wonder how they do it. Every year they do it. So they've been up to the task.
Anyway, we take it.
Andy Purcell draws a walk.
How many, Jay?
Yeah.
You and Jimmy here.
Okay, let's go.
I got you.
Go, Billy. Come on, BJ.
BJ Falk.
Come, Billy.
Turn out one. Get him out one time, BJ. Let's go.
Yeah, BJ's off to a good start.
No one gets up. The question is it deep enough?
Got a catch.
That's the first out retired. See Andy Purcell
Time.
move up
Jimmy picked it
to
right
second.
Up here. Keep swinging it, BJ. Huh, Jimmy?
And an opportunity out for Salas with one away.
Come in.
Here we go.
Go, Jimmy. Go, Jimmy.
No, you're back.
Said that was short piece.
I remember something. The catch.
Two away.
Come on, Leepo. Come on, Leepo.
Here comes the
Give me two, boy.
newcomer in the lineup, Lee Powers. He's, I'll tell you, this kid here hits it. He's got a lot of power, obviously, and lives up to his last name.
All right. Come on, Leepo. Hold late. Hold late.
Lee, pick me up here, boy. Let's go.
Run.
Play it. Didn't make it
Yeah,
either.
the great legacy, talking about his dad playing back in the day.
His dad was one of the most, I tell you, in the clutch, I don't know if many people that were better. If the game was on the line and you needed a hit, that right there was one of the hardest outs I've ever seen. He was tough in the clutch.
I guess you call it a win, if you will, for Baugh Ford, holding Resmondo to just 2 runs, and now they're going to get an opportunity here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, that Baugh Ford team's got some, you know, they've got a good blend of experience and youth, and they're going to be a handful as the season progresses, no question.
We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the first.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-633-5747.
And there's a sharp shot up the middle. Zirkle makes a big turn, and he's back at first base. That ball right there was smoked.
I got you.
And that'll bring up seasoned veteran J.D. Jenner. And Jenner hits one hard to
Got a
left.
catch. We have time. One.
That ball was hit pretty good, but nice play out there by Yates.
I got you. Play it.
That'll bring up Chris Larson. Larson skies one. Coming in on it.
Got a catch.
Nice
Trying
play
to.
by Ruley on a high skying ball. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Brad Record.
Let me get, boy, let's go.
So with 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning, Resmondo still holding to that 2-0 lead.
Play it. No, went out.
It's a good nibble there, but a little bit outside. That ball's hammered into left center field. And the speedy Jeremy Yates collects that ball, and that's the inning. So Baugh Dorflinger leaves a guy on and comes up with a goose egg, and the score remains 2-0 Resmondo.
Hey, get five, get five.
Hey, who's starting us? Let's
Bubba,
go.
Bubba, get us five. Let's go.
Bounce in your step here, fellas. Come on.
Let's go. They're going to hit. Work on that edge. Let's go.
Come on, boys, hit the ball now. Let's go.
Big number here goes a long way. Let's go. 3. Let's go to the time. Come on, boys.
I got a low. I got a low. I got that bioshoe.
I got that DMS side.
Come on, gang.
Come on, Bob. Come on, Bob.
No, back on.
What's hot out of the wrapper mean? Let's find out.
Good job.
Can't go no further.
Any questions?
Come, Nick.
All right, that brings Santana up.
Relax, get that run.
Leonidas moved to second base on the high fly ball to left center field.
Couple of hits. Let's go.
So we got 2 outs here.
Play it.
Come on, Nick.
Nick takes the ball short.
Come on, Nick.
Middle shot, bobbled, won't get him.
Come on, House Dan.
Good hustle all the way around the bags there.
Howie. Come on here, Howie. Lean on it.
Come on, Howie, let's go.
That brings up the
Big
veteran slugger, Howie Kraus.
Yeah.
Come on, Howie.
Let's go, Moose. Moose to the stage.
Big Howie hails from Concord, Ohio.
CJ, come on, boy.
Been around the major circuit a long time. Still hits it far as anybody.
Lean on one here, Howie. Come on.
Come on, Howie.
Go, Howie.
Right out front, Howie. Come on.
Come on, Moose. Play it.
Good swing.
Smokes that ball, but it's
Oh!
fouled
Hitting on it.
at left field line.
Yeah. Stay right there, Moose. Let's go. Dress it, son.
So we got runners on the corner here with 2 outs.
Come on here.
Go, Howie.
Come on, Moose.
Left here, fellas. Come on.
Come on, Moose.
Howie's got to have probably one of your favorite walk-up songs.
Play it.
Bullwood Tigers Dream of.
Sure.
If you remember that from the Men's Major World Series.
Yeah, I like that tune.
Howie
Howie
Kraus.
smokes it off the glove
Swing, Howie.
of Reckart, and that'll bring Dionysus home.
Whoa.
And Santana will move to third base. That ball was smoked.
What are you stinging, Moose?
I think Derek will give us another look at that.
You go hard right there, Howie.
It's a replay aficionado.
Come on, roll it. Let's go.
2 out runs, Rolls. 2 out runs.
I'd say that ball was hit pretty well.
Yeah, it was.
And here comes a guy who's probably one of the hardest outs
Play it.
in the conference, Dennis Ruley.
Come on, Rules. Oh, you're in.
Dennis is from Moore Park, California.
Just coming over it, that's all.
This guy here will find a spot. You leave him a little bit of room, and he'll find it.
Come roll. Play it. Go.
And Ruley draws a walk. That loads him
It's not
up.
catching it, it's going short.
This could be a dangerous zone right here.
It's cutting it short of it. Not even
Connell
crossing.
coming up.
Make it hurt, Connie.
Yes.
2 or 4 right there. 2 or 4.
Hey, this whole thing around, Connie. Come on.
Sit home.
Play it.
Oh, Connie topped it. Short, and they get the force there. So Resmondo's done in the top of the second, and they still hold a 3-0 lead, and we're moving to the bottom of the inning.
Louisville Slugger is proud to introduce the first ever 3-piece bat to slow pitch softball. Slugger's patented True 3 joins the handle and barrel together with a socket pivot point to deliver a true feel on every hit. A strong link between the handle and barrel means maximum sting elimination from mishits, while still giving you the feel of solid contact. Exclusive technology, lighter swing weight, powerful performance. That's how the Z3000 will leave its mark on the game. How will you leave yours?
You're a good actor.
DT's up here in the booth with us.
Well,
You did a fantastic job.
Well, if you saw that last commercial and you saw some of those facial expressions, he's got a future in acting, I think. Bert.
Yeah. It's all about the focus.
I mean, there's no way you could copy that.
Yeah.
That's intensity, power, all wrapped up into one man. But we got us a little bit of a slow start here, Bernie.
Yeah, after all those runs, not a ton of scoring here in this one. Only 3 runs, and Baugh Ford still just looking for their second hit.
Come on now.
Good deal. Nice play.
And the good news for Baugh Ford is they have the hammer.
Yeah.
So if they can keep it close and get it into the late innings, you never know what could happen.
Can we just slide these in between? Is that all right? Popped up. Into right. And that's out number 1.
You don't see that very often from Crockett either. He usually is a dead red hitter. Hits it as hard on the left side of the field as anybody.
Mentioned to our folks back at home, they have a question for you about bats and all that. They can log on to facebook.com/USSSA slow pitch and ask you a question on there. Tweet to us at USSSA slow pitch.
Another veteran player stepping up to the plate, and McDonald, he hits the ball into the corner.
Man,
that's going to be
a
off
shot
the
off the wall. Just the second hit of the ball game for Baugh Dorflinger.
Here comes Kyle Pearson. See what he does here with Pokraka holding second. Or McDonald, rather, my bad.
Good, KP. Play it. No, he went out. Got to play.
Ball's hit pretty hard, but way foul.
Play it.
Hot shot to third. And Salas was able to knock it down, but can't make the throw.
That ball got on Jimmy
Very
pretty
good.
quick. I think it looked like it kind of handcuffed him a little bit. That ball was hit hard.
Roll it here, Phil.
Here comes a guy I used to coach years ago on the fence brokers team, fence broker laser vision team, Brad Blankenship. Hails from Birmingham, Alabama.
No, out and short.
It's 0-2 for 1 here.
Nice,
See what Brad does here.
And what did you like about his game back when you coached him?
He was a young kid at the time, but he always gave you 100%. He was actually about 3/4 of the season. He might have been our best hitter. I mean, he was kind of a find, but great attitude. Always got a smile on his face when he comes to the ballpark. He's the kind of kid you root for. Ball right there is hit in front of Yates. That'll bring in 2.
Yeah, they make it a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah.
Nick in. Santana! Way too deep. Way too deep.
Play it.
Dorflinger Athletics, nice looking jersey.
Yeah, those colors are getting more and more popular. The navy blue and the lime green, kind of a Seattle Seahawks theme almost. But
I saw a lot of bright colors. I mean, you're walking around the ballpark today.
I'll tell you, the uniforms these days compared to the days I played have changed an awful lot.
Ruley is still going to make the play at third. It was a force with runners at first and second. You take another look at that play a moment ago by Ruley.
That ball was almost knuckling.
Yeah.
He made a heck of a play right there. I'll tell you, Ruley's tough.
I'm not all that sure if you see it again that he didn't get his glove under it before it hit the dirt.
It looked like it. It sure did.
Play it.
That's a tough play right there because that's no man's land almost. That's going to bring another run in.
Time.
First play at second on the hustle.
3-3.
So with 2 outs, all 4 Dorflingers made a little bit of a little run here.
Have an opportunity to take their first lead of the ball game. Their center fielder Brian Zirkle at the plate.
Gotta play.
The thing about Zirkle, if he hits the ball out into the outfield, you better get it in quickly because he will take second base on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
This guy can run.
2 on him, Andy. 2 on him. Work.
Play it.
Bring it, Andy. Bring it.
Base hit.
Drives it through the middle.
It's a 5-3 score. As 2 come across. Nice piece of hitting there.
And I'll tell you, these kind of rallies can hurt you a little bit too, because you know you got 2 outs, you give up 2 or 3 runs, and boy, you'd sure like to have them.
Can you see the emotion?
Yeah, it's definitely a. I think it brings a lot of teams to life when you score, and it kind of hurts the other team's psyche sometimes.
No, it's in.
What's the challenge for these guys? A game like this expected to start at 8:30 and nearly takes all the way to 11 to get underway.
I'll tell you, that's one of the hardest things in softball is when you're behind an hour or two, and you kind of got your mind set, you've gotten into a pretty good rhythm, because this field's been on time most of the day, and then you've got to kind of have deal with a little bit of angst, maybe a little anxiety, waiting, and then you finally get on the field, and sometimes it takes a few innings to get going. Larson skies that ball a mile high, and there's Santana to collect it. That outfield for Resmondo, I'll tell you, the speed is unbelievable.
Right. Oh, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Top of the third. 5-3 ball game.
Go, pick it up, pick it up. Hey, pick it up.
Need a little effort, need a little intensity, I need a little want to be here. Let's go.
Every at bat now. Every at bat. Come on.
USSSA is the world's premier sports organization with over 4 million participants. The top youth baseball stars compete at the Wilson DeMarini Elite World Series and the Louisville Slugger Championship, looking to qualify for the USSSA National Youth Championships. In fast pitch, the top teenagers are on the field with USA Select, and the best in the world are on the USSSA Florida Pride. Nationwide Conference USSSA provides the ultimate challenge in slow pitch softball. At every level, you play the best when you play USSSA. Beautiful little night for slow pitch softball.
Yeah, the weather, I tell you, we've had some pretty fortunate weather this weekend. It's been nice, hadn't had no rain.
Let's go!
Gets a little cool at night.
Come on, boys!
Perfect conditions.
Let's hit it!
Andy Purcell at the plate.
Let's go!
I'm sure where a lot of these guys have come from, the weather's not like this.
Come on, Andy. Get in.
Come on, let's go.
Play it.
Come, Drew.
One good inning.
Right in the middle.
One good inning, let's go.
One out. Let's go.
He
Atta
smoked
boy,
that
Drew.
one. That's gone. That ball is well out of here. Good swing by Andy.
Come on, B. Come on, BJ, let's go, boy. Give me a bag.
That brings up big BJ Folk, hails from King, North Carolina.
It's the same swing you saw in the commercial a little earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Andy's got a good, he's got a good eye when he gets up there, and he's got good hands too. He really, he's selective. I guess being a pitcher, he knows pitches to hit, and gets up there and takes care of business.
That one, if it stays fair, it's certainly gone.
Oh.
And it turns foul.
Big hit right here, BJ. Check out your whole gap and go hard.
Big hit out of you right here, BJ. Come on.
Come on, BJ.
BJ's been a steady performer over the years. Good left-handed hitter. The thing about BJ that makes him unique too is you see all that size and everything. You get a little intimidated when he steps up the plate, but he can hit the ball over there in left field as good as anybody.
Oh yeah.
And that third baseman is dancing around over there, JD. He knows. Look at him. You see, he realizes what PJ can do over there. That right there made him real simple.
Straighten it on out. Into the pond.
Attaboy, Billy. Attaboy, Billy.
Chris.
He gets a hold of it. There ain't no doubt.
That'll tie the ball game. There's another look. Not a whole lot of doubt about that one.
Here comes Jimmy Salas, Whittier, California. arguably the best defensive third baseman in softball. He smokes that ball into the right center field gap. That's one of the things Salas does really well. I mean, he's always been really good in that right center field gap. And I think the best hitters in the game, they all recognize that and can go over there.
They always talk about the offense in this game, but the defense makes as big of a difference in the outcome, and Salas certainly provides the spark on both sides of the plate.
Yep. There's no doubt. When you get that kind of defense from a guy that can hit like he can, that's an absolute bonus.
Powers got under it, but the one thing I was going to ask you about Powers is you take a look at Resmondo over the last couple of years, and the storyline has been lots of veterans, but they're almost always trying to find one more big youngster to bring in that makes a big impact.
Well, I think in the case of Powers, I mean, he's obviously, you know, been a proven hitter the last, you know, 3 or 4 years, really. And, you know, the thing about Powers is he can not only hit the ball a long way, but he's also a really good base hitter. I mean, he can move runners. He's got really quick hands. I don't know if that might be fair or not.
Yeah, that one is going to turn foul onto the roof.
Yeah. But, you know, then you take a guy like Baugh here who, you know, quiet, kind of unassuming. When he gets in that box, he's got some fast hands. So they definitely, I mean, I think that, you know, Travis and John Rector and Frank Webb, when they started building this team last year, you know, bringing these youngsters in that can run real fast and cover a lot of ground in the outfield, obviously paid dividends.
Good swing, Bubba.
I don't think there's any doubt where that
Great
one's going.
swing, Bubba. Stay right there, kid.
You know, the addition of Yates and Santana last year was an absolute bonus for them. They took away a lot of hits from other teams, and also were both really potent at the plate.
Yeah.
Both of them lefties. I mean, you just, you know, when you play in Disney at the end of the year, the team that has the best lefties usually wins.
Here's junior Don DiDonatis the third.
Come on, Junebug.
Play it. No, you're back.
Come, June.
It's another guy here who plays hard as anybody.
Come on, Donnie. Come on, Donnie. Come on, boy. Oh. Attaboy, Donnie.
Good job, Donnie.
Yates, come on, boy. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Come on, Yatesy. Come on,
DiDonatis draws a walk.
Come, Yatesy.
Oh, Yatesy, take us off there somewhere, Yatesy.
Play it.
Andy, who normally pitches for them? And who's the guy that's not here?
Yates crushes that ball to center.
Good catch.
That ball there was hit about 360 feet. So
Yeah.
that could be a little
Come on,
disheartening
Santana. Give me
sometimes.
house cat up there. Come, Nick. Nicky, score me that run, boy.
Santana now.
Come on, you get here, Nick. Move. One more time here, Nick.
Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick.
Play it.
Come on, Nick. Come, Nick.
Go, Nick. 1-2-1.
Come on, Nicky. Attaboy. We'll take house for 3. Start. Come on, Howie.
There's a walk.
Come on. Rolly back.
See, this is where you get, again, one of those danger zones here. You get it out, you walk a batter,
On deposit
and you
3.
bring up
Let's
Howie
go.
Krause.
Go deposit, boy.
And this guy right here can hit it as
Go
far
on
as
deposit.
anybody.
Come on. Come on, Moose. Come on, Moose. Come on, boy. Drop a load. Let's go.
Play it.
Oof.
Safe.
He got the back corner of the base.
Well, I guess he saw that. It looked like he was safe at third.
Here's another look.
He clipped it with his toe. I'm not gonna lie to you. He clipped it with his toe.
He got him.
Yeah.
That was a good
I
call.
came up the line and watched it.
Take one more look. That was easily an out at third. There's no question about that.
Looks like he got the outside part of the bag.
Yep.
Well, that was close, though, Bernie. That was close.
Bottom of the third we go. 7-5 our score here from Osceola County Stadium.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
You USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-633-5747.
Is a Hall of Fame first baseman, Howie Krause. Tossing the ball around. I know that a lot of these players are just happy that slow pitch softball is back.
Yeah, I think, like I know where I live in North Carolina, we've had a brutal winter.
Yeah.
So,
Rob.
you know, for these teams to come down here and get to play, you know, not only one tournament, but play 2 tournaments in the same weekend, gets a lot of them a lot of experience, a lot of swings.
Time.
You know, this tournament, 41 teams this year, has been, you know, using obviously different facilities and everything to facilitate all these teams. But it's been I think it's been so far a pretty good tournament. I mean, we've seen some upsets. Been some good games on the backfields this weekend.
Wow, how about the grab by DeDonatis?
That is a heck of a play.
Time.
Junior can still go after it, man. He's got one of the best gloves out there, no question.
A tremendous defensive effort.
Play it. Middle. I got you. We have time.
Sean McDonald now is the hitter, with 1 away and 1 on.
Play it.
And McDonald, whose nickname is Milky, was a one-time Resmondo player.
Play it. Wait.
Purcell lands one right on the
Full
outside
count.
corner. Ball's hit hard on a line. That's going to be a hit for McDonald.
Time.
That'll move Crockett to second. So with 1 out here and 2 on, this is an important at bat to say the least right here.
I got you. Play it.
See what Pearson decides to do here. If he's going to try to move it backside, no, he takes it right up the
Right up the middle. It's going to make it a 1-run ball game, 7-6.
Time.
They got more hits. 8 hits for Baugh Dorflinger. Keep wanting to call him Baugh Ford.
That was their name.
Yeah.
And I think they're still Baugh Ford, but they obviously added Dorflinger as a sponsor. I believe Tommy Baugh is one of the sponsors for the team. There's Brad Blankenship. See what Blank does here. Blank hits a ground ball.
Backhanded by Ruley, and Cannell over to first, but not in time.
Nice pick up by Krause to keep it there.
Great backhand by Rulli to start what could have been 2.
Play it. You're on it.
Bear down, Andy.
Nice play by Jimmy on the
Somebody get in
5-6
the box
hole.
and hit it, baby. Let's go.
All right, he sends us to the 4th. It's a 1-run ball game, 7-6 our score. Here on USSSAlive.com.
What's hot out of the wrapper mean? Let's find out.
Good job. Can't go no further.
Any questions?
The brand new video board shining brightly here.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. And amazingly enough, the crew has worked so quickly to get player cards and headshots up that a number of them have been up tonight. Not a lot of quick turnaround like that around the country.
Nope. That's nice up here, I'll tell you. So let's see what Resmondo does here.
If the roof don't fire, let the motherfucker.
A couple people know the words to the song.
Yep. We're waiting for the. We needed the beat.
Come on, Rulli. Come on, boy. Let's go.
All right, here comes Dennis Rulli. See what the
Come on, boy.
little giant from California does here.
Play it.
Rulli is swinging the new Resmondo Duo 3. And he cranks that ball to deep center
Come on,
field.
boy.
And fortunately for him, the deepest part
Come,
of the park.
Connie.
I'll
And
tell
he's
you.
going to hold it.
Gonna catch for 1.
Connie, gotta have you fight through
You
this.
think about how far that ball is out of a 300-foot park.
Don't wait, fellas. Let's go. Fight through it.
Pick me up, Connie.
Here comes Greg Connell. And I can tell by his body language, he's getting ready to wreak some havoc here.
Play it.
And Connell hits it sharp up the middle. That's one thing about Connell. He plays the game. I mean, he's going to find somewhere where he sees an opening, hit smart. You know, you don't ever see him hit a what I would call a dumb home run. He's, you know, he gets in there and has a plan, and he's one of the best hitters in the game.
Because that's half the battle, you know, the plan and the way you approach things.
Well, with the home run limits, Bernie, you know, you gotta, you know, they get in these games where they're under, you know, it's not an all-you-can-hit tournament. You gotta try to hit, you know, 8 home runs, 12 home runs, 16 home runs at different levels. You know, these guys gotta get in there. They gotta be able to hit it down.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, you're gonna waste a lot of solo home runs and 2-run homers.
Andy Purcell at the plate.
And a catch.
Almost doubled up.
That ball was hit hard,
Fine.
right at him.
Go, Billy. We gotta go. We gotta go. Come on, BJ.
Nice little reach there.
Come on, BJ. Go, Billy. Go. Come on, Billy.
Hold us up here. Come on.
Here comes
2 away for BJ Falk.
0 for 7.
I'll be Jake.
Come on, Billy. Scratch here. Come on, Billy. Come on, BJ. Come on, boys.
Play
This
it.
could be a turning point in the game.
Come on, BJ.
Yeah, like I said, you know, with Baugh, Ford, Dorflinger having that hammer as the home team, you know, Resmondo's got to, they're going to have to do a little work here to try to create some separation.
Atta boy.
Didn't make it.
Come on,
And again, Falk, another smart hitter, you know, uses that strike zone.
Way to be a team player.
Not going to swing at a bad pitch. And that brings up Jimmy Salas.
Sweet spot, Jimmy. This sweet spot. Come on.
See if Jimmy goes for that right center field
Play
gap
it.
again, because they're giving him a lot of room over there.
Down the line, just foul.
Gap gone, Jimmy. Gap gone. Gap gone, Jimmy.
Jimmy. Get this
Left
thing
center
done
go.
here.
Be a big turning point if Baugh forward can hold Resmondo.
There's Jimmy in that right center field gap again. That's his spot.
He's going to get an RBI. Cannell comes in to score. And they pushed across at least a run in every inning so far. And that's one of the keys in this game.
Yeah, you don't want to blank.
Put that sweet spot on one. Let's go.
That's a big at bat right here, Bernie. I'll tell you, they scratched 3 or 4 runs here with 2 outs. Again, we talked about what that does to the psyche of the other team, and what it also does for the psyche of the team that's batting.
No, it didn't come back.
Powers.
We ain't got to worry
They
about
got
that.
about
That
everything.
is gone.
That one almost made it onto field 1.
I think he had a plan when he stepped in the box there for sure. Comes the hard-hitting Bubba Mack.
Play it.
Bubba swinging his signature model, the Resmondo Bubba Load.
The Bubba Load.
The Bubba Load.
Is that a particular amount of load in it?
It's most of your Resmondo bats carry the traditional full ounce end load, so all the weight's at the end. And I think that really gets your hands going. You can swing through the zone a little harder. It's a definite advantage, I think, for a lot of people that like an end loaded bat, that Resmondo. Any of the Resmondo models that carry that full ounce load will be the model for you. They've been very successful.
Well, what could have been a blank quick inning becomes a 4-run 4th, and what looked like a tight game. Now a little bit of separation here as we head in the bottom 4th. Not a ton of separation, but still starting to get to a situation where maybe a little bit of pressure coming on Baugh Dorflinger, where they scored 5 in the bottom of the 2nd. You could really use at least knocking 1 or 2 here in this inning.
Yeah, this is a again, you talk about key innings. This is the key inning for them to answer right here. Because if they don't answer here, Resmondo comes back in. They score 6 or 7 runs again, and they really step up the pressure on them.
Corny, Caesar wants to know, how old were you when you made a majors team?
Well, I never, personally never played major softball. I just coached some teams.
When you got into playing, I guess, major, just this upper level part of slow pitch, if you will.
Well, I kind of got into it in 2000. I started out as a liaison for Worth, handling the major softball program.
There we go.
Dan Smith team.
Yeah.
And then, did that for a few years. And actually, my first coaching experience came with Creative Stucco Specialty Tank. I want to say it was in 06.
Yeah.
And then from then on, I was with Fence Brokers, did some coaching with GTL and Team 454, and then last year with Resmondo, which was quite a treat. I've always been in the other dugout.
Yeah.
Kind of be in there with those guys was pretty cool.
Popped up into short right field, long run. But as you mentioned, plenty of speed in the outfield for Resmondo.
I'll tell you, when you can bring in guys like they got with Santana, Yates, you see Bub over there, even when Izzy's out there, who's, you know, he runs pretty good too. It just takes, you know, it takes so many of those gap shots away that would normally be a hit. Balls that you say, you know, hey, you see that guy, like you saw Yates make that catch deep in the left center field gap. There's a lot of guys aren't going to get that ball. And, you know, you can see here, look at that closing speed, though. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I mean, these guys. And, you know, to play as many games, you know, here they are in their, was it fourth game of the day, Bernie? And they're still running them balls down as a testimony to the off-season conditioning they do, and the, you know, a lot of these guys play pickup tournaments and things like that to get ready for the season. Those kids are, they're pretty amazing.
And that's obviously the biggest challenge for these guys, especially in this dual event, because there's so many more games in a day than you normally see when this tournament is spread out over 3 different days. Ground ball taken.
Nice play.
By the middle
right
infielder. Nice snag there by Kraus to get that one out of the dirt. Ruley's got great range.
He's really, I tell you, he's you know, over the years, you talk about resilient. That guy right there, he just keeps on going, man. And I'll tell you, he's as tough as nails. He gets in front of it. One thing you know about Ruley, if a ball's hit hard at him, he's going to stay in front of it. He's not moving. He'll take it in the chest. He'll take it in the knee. He's a great competitor.
No, short out.
Not to mention one of the best hitters.
2 out.
That's a good inning.
That's 3 of them.
Resmondo right there.
Put the hammer on him. Let's go.
Yep, they score 4 and they blank Baugh Dorflinger. And it's 11-6 our score as we head to the 5th.
Good play, Moose. Good play, Moose. Who's up? Come on, Cap.
'" Louisville Slugger is proud to introduce the first ever 3-piece bat to slow pitch softball. Slugger's patented True 3 joins the handle and barrel together with a socket pivot point to deliver a true feel on every hit. A strong link between the handle and barrel means maximum sting elimination from mishits, while still giving you the feel of solid contact. Exclusive technology, lighter swing weight, powerful performance. That's how the Z3000 will leave its mark on the game. How will you leave yours?
One inning, get 5.
11-6 here in the 5th inning. And an opportunity. DeDonatis is going to start off. And this is where Resmondo really has that opportunity. They use the 2-out rally in the 4th to tack on 4.
Come on, Cap!
And a big inning here might do the trick to send them into the winner's bracket for Saturday. Or Championship Friday, I should say. I'm getting way ahead of myself.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, we're only on Thursday.
Yeah, we just started today. Seems like we've been here for 2 days. I keep saying the weekend.
Yeah.
It's only Thursday.
DeDonatis on the ground. Look at that speed. He really does
Makes it
challenge.
a lot closer. Yeah, a lot closer than it should have been.
Sean McDonald really had to work there to get that first out.
Get it back to him.
Here's another look. Yates is the batter with 1 away.
And again, Resmondo hits you right here
Nice play.
with 3 left-handers in a row. God,
Wow.
I would say he hit that one on the barrel. Nice play by McDonald, though.
Santana now. And Boz finds himself same situation they were an inning ago. A chance to blank Resmondo.
Play it.
Ground ball.
You're not going to get him, though.
Time.
Still, how about the effort just to keep that one from leaving the dirt?
I'll tell you, they've made I mean, that was a great effort there. You know, they've made 3 pretty nice plays this inning. But with the speedy Santana, if you know, just a split second or a flinch, he's going to get you. Here comes Howie Krause. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner.
Izzy's running too.
Eisenhower's coming in to run for Santana, who looks like he may have come up a little gimpy there at the hustling down the first baseline and hitting that bag.
Howie Krause is the batter.
Play it. No.
Bernie, I don't know if you knew this or not, but you know Howie picked up a new nickname last year.
No, I didn't know that. What is it?
Well, you've heard of the guy Hosscat.
Yeah.
With the jean shop.
Yep.
Howie's nickname is House Cat.
The House Cat. Well, the House Cat flies out to end the 5th. Izzy with a little smile as he heads back to the dugout. Resmondo is on top, but it opens the door for Baugh Ford as we head to the bottom of the 5th here at Osceola County Stadium. USSSA is the world's premier sports organization with over 4 million participants. The top youth baseball stars compete at the Wilson DeMarini Elite World Series and the Louisville Slugger Championship, looking to qualify for the USSSA National Youth Championships. In fast pitch, the top teenagers are on the field with USA Select, and the best in the world are on the USSSA Florida Pride. Nationwide Conference USSSA provides the ultimate challenge in slow pitch softball. At every level, you play the best when you play USSSA. Just a beautiful night for a little slow pitch softball. We're glad you're with us wherever you are watching around the country on USSSA Live. And we're just getting started because we got 3 more days of competition coming your way.
Well, this would be interesting right here. Let's see what Baugh Ford Dorflinger's got.
Guys, play it.
Right here. Chris Larson leads the inning off.
Hey.
Takes a strike from Purcell.
I think one of the things we really haven't seen much from Resmondo is what we saw earlier, where Lopez was in pitching in an earlier game. Normally Resmondo's one that you see Andy Purcell just about every game of the tournament, and your thoughts on that?
A catch for one.
Well, I think, you know, you got to have a qualified backup pitcher anymore. I mean, because you just don't ever know when somebody's going to get injured, or, you know, having to play a lot of games. You know, if you happen to be in the losers bracket or something, I mean, you got to have a qualified backup, because, you know, eventually you're going to need them. And
yep.
I think one of the luxuries Resmondo had last year was with, you know, with L.C. Watson being not only a qualified pitcher but a really good hitter, and you know, Delo's, you know, he's got a good reputation for being a pretty solid pitcher. So, you know, having lost L.C. Watson, I think picking up Delo was a good move for him, and he did do a good job. You know,
yep.
he kept some of the hitters off balance, and you know, and also hit pretty good that game he was in. So that's a bonus. You know, and I think that you know, you're going to see probably you know, more and more that some of these backup pitchers are going to get more opportunities to throw, to kind of save the legs of the starter.
Well, the 5th inning is gone kind of the way the first inning and a half has gone. Not a lot of scoring, not a lot of hitting. And there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And we're in danger of having 3 consecutive innings without seeing a run cross the plate.
Nice play right there by Donnie. Oh, that was a great play. That's just good hands right there. I mean, you know, the ball got on him, took a bad hop, and he still managed to make it a great play.
A brilliant play by Junior. Here's another look.
Not to mention a great throw.
Hey, take down and get in the box, and let's go. Come on.
All right, here we go. We go to the
We got
sixth.
another half an hour. Give me one more good swing apiece. Come on.
Here, Coach John Rector revving up the troops.
It's certainly, it's, as we mentioned, one of the longest days of the year, especially when you haven't played a whole lot of action leading up. And it depends on where you are in the country, how much of an opportunity you've really gotten to even play this game.
Well, first game today for Resmondo was at 1 o'clock. Right now we're at 20 minutes to midnight. So even though they've only this is only their 4th game of the day,
yep,
there's been a lot of time invested here. So, you know, but I think, you know, some of these veteran players are used to this. You know, they kind of know the drill and know the routine. So.
Dennis Ruley will lead off the inning here in the 6th.
Come on, Top. Come on, Top. Go, 9. Come on.
Go, one big inning. Come on, Rudy.
I don't know that there's too many better leadoff hitters in the entire conference than this guy.
Yeah, you go down the list and almost everybody's a Hall of Famer, but this one is probably one of the all-time great hitters.
I mean, that's exactly where that hole was, and that the way they stacked the red field there, and he finds it. He's just, it's unbelievable.
He had taken some time away from Resmondo, then found his home once again.
Yep. I don't know, you know, if I'm starting a team or coaching a team or whatever, he'd definitely be on my high priority list of players to go get.
Greg Cannell.
Connell hit a sharp ball through the infield last time up.
Come, kid. You like it, eat.
Managed
You like
to come
it,
around
eat.
and score.
Under it.
No time.
Out number 1.
Come, Drew. Come, Drew. Come on, Andy. Let's go. Pick him up, Drew. Come on, Drew. Gotta have you.
Andy Purcell.
Left right here, Drew.
Come on, Drew.
So with 1 out here, and you got Ruley at first base. Let's see what Purcell decides to do here.
Attaboy.
Goes for it all.
Yep, he decided he would.
And he didn't get it all.
Get it all.
And after that cut at the grass, he may need another bat.
Come, Billy.
Those bats are pretty tough, Bernie.
It's all about the durability. You're right.
Come, Billy. Come on, B. Let me hear you. Give me these two.
You know, these
Give me
new
Billy Joe.
legit series bats have kind of taken the tournament by storm here. They're, you know, we make them in a balanced model,
Go, Billy.
Resmondo end loaded model, and a Jeff Hall 0.5 ounce end loaded model, and of course.
BJ turning.
See if that's fair.
That's fair.
And again, a 2-run,
Big swing, Billy.
2-out rally by Resmondo. Billy got all of that. Now Billy's swinging the 1-piece series bat, which is the 6 series. He has the end-loaded Resmondo version, and Greg Cannell swings the Greg Cannell balanced version. So you've got a nice little selection of Worth bats here being used by Resmondo. You've got the Duo 3, which is a high-performance bat, which is 2-piece. You've got the Legit series, all 3 models being used by the Resmondo players, and then you've got the 454 SICK bats. And then you got the Bubble Load.
That might be my favorite.
That
Salas.
ball right there is mashed.
Looks like he has a bubble load on.
Yeah, he loaded up for sure. Big Jimmy don't let the air out on that
Come
one.
on, Lee. Give me one, Lee. Give me a point.
You talk about all the different options, but how do you differentiate when you're at home and you're trying to pick out a bat? What are you looking for? You want to swing it a couple times? What's the best bet for somebody trying to pick out a new stick?
I think the guys that like to hit for power typically prefer the end-loaded models. You know, the Jeff Hall .5 end load or the Resmondo end load. I think that
Powers.
That ball's high. I don't know if it's going to be fair though. No foul. But and I think the guys that the guys that like to spray it around the diamond a little bit, your base hitters, a lot of them prefer the balanced bats. So the good thing about Worth here is we have a very nice selection. We've got a bat for everybody. And as you can see by a lot of the players on Resmondo, all of them have a little bit different hitting style.
Yep.
So you've got a bat to match that. And the same goes with your C, D, E, B players. They come in all different shapes and sizes and abilities, and they typically find a Worth bat to choose and fits their liking.
Resmondo tacks on 3 with 2 outs, and they lead it 14-6 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on USSSAlive.com.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add vanishing deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-633-5747.
What's hot out of the wrapper mean? Let's find out.
Can't go no further.
Any questions?
There we are. The new video board out in right center field. Shows you the lines for 14, 12, and 1 for Resmondo, 6, 9, and 1 for Baugh Ford. And Baugh Ford, they produced 5 out of their 6 runs in that second inning. They're almost desperate for a big inning here.
McDonald's having a good game as he gets him another double here in the right center field gap. Here comes the hard hitting Donovan Pacrocca, or I'm sorry, Kyle Pearson. He skies that ball kind of in no man's land, and that's going to fall in. And McDonald will move to third. Pearson will take second base. That's a tough play right there because if you're an infielder going back, it's right over your shoulder. And if you're an infielder coming in, you got your vision going up and down like that because you're trying to hustle in and make the play. That's kind of no man's land right there.
Two on, nobody out.
Here comes Brad Blankenship. So let's see what Blank does here.
Big opportunity for Baugh to make their move. You score 9, and next thing you know, Resmondo's down to their final 3 outs.
Yeah, and this is a good situation for a hitter too, because you obviously can hit a home run and make it a 3-run homer, but if you get a base hit, you'll score 2. And Blankenship hit that ball well, and that's gone.
Yeah, 14-9 now. Here's another look.
You see Blankenship got full extension on that, went down and got it, drove it right on out of here.
Jeff Flood. Watches the first pitch inside.
Pitch, Andy, with his 2 strikes. Come on.
Purcell can't get it, and Ruley had a second chance to make that first impression, but juggled it and just couldn't gain control of it.
That was going to be a tough play right there.
See if we can take one more look.
Andy got his glove on it, but it got past him. Ruley made a heck of an effort, though.
Well, they've all reached so far the first 4.
That's a fair ball down the right field line. That ball was hit well. And that's probably going to score.
It does. It's a 4-run game. Well, they've come in bunches in this game for Baugh Dorflinger. 5 in the second, and now 4 here in the bottom of the 6th.
That brings up the left-handed pitcher, left-handed hitting pitcher, Dan Bean. He's from the St. Louis area. Now, he's got a good situation here with a guy on third base because as a lefty, he can push that ball and get that run in. And I'm sure that's what he's thinking, just get it out in the grass. And instead, he defies logic and goes and rips one into left field for a hit and scores the run.
And it's all about the small ball sometimes.
Yep, yep. That's a good situation, though, for a hitter like that. I'm a little surprised he went to left field with it, but
into right.
It's going to be a tough play. Eisenhower's up to the task.
He's
Nice
made
play.
a number of fantastic defensive plays out in right today, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. That was, let me tell you, he went a long way to get that one. But again, good speed. Good speed makes up for a lot of things. Here comes a savvy veteran hitter in J.D. Jenner with a runner at first. Purcell gets behind here.
The 2-0. He draws a walk. Rare time that you'll see Andy Purcell walk a batter.
It appeared he was just a little deep on a couple of those. And here comes Chris Larson.
And Rector is going to walk his way out.
That's a good move by John there. He's slowing things down a little bit, talking to his defense, and breaking the momentum up.
John. I know you've heard it like 72,000. No, it's every hour. Hey.
Hey, come on, work.
Rector.
I'm sure Rector and Tony were talking about where they're going to go have dinner after the game tonight.
And actually, the funny thing is, Tony has this opposite. I think that he's turning off the mic when he thinks that he's turning it on, and he's turning it on when he thinks that he's turning it off.
So what you're saying, Bernie, is they weren't talking about dinner plans for this
Yeah,
evening?
we're not talking about dinner plans now. Larson into center, long run, and 2 nice defensive plays in the outfield have retired 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now this right here for Reckart could be the biggest at bat of this game for Baugh Ford Dorflinger here. You got runners at second and third. You got 2 outs. And we got a 14-11 game. So this is a big swing right here. And from Resmondo's take, if they can get him out, they avoid having the hard-hitting Pokraka come to the plate with possibly 2 guys on, maybe 3. I can almost guarantee you if Pokraka gets in the box, he won't be thinking about a base hit. He'll be thinking about hitting it down on the other field over there. Good pitch by Purcell right there. He's got to be careful too because he stacked his infield on the left side and they've left a hole there to his glove side. So he really wants to try to work him inside and it works to perfection right there.
Salas across the diamond, Kraus the recipient, the inning over, but 5 scored by Baugh Ford. Little defense showcased by the Resmondo third baseman as we head to the 7th inning. It's 14-11.
Let's go!
Louisville Slugger is proud to introduce the first ever 3-piece bat to slow pitch softball. Slugger's patented True 3 joins the handle and barrel together with a socket pivot point to deliver a true feel on every hit. A strong link between the handle and barrel means maximum sting elimination from mishits while still giving you the feel of solid contact. Exclusive technology, lighter swing weight, powerful performance. That's how the Z3000 will leave its mark on the game. How will you leave yours?
Come on, guys.
Izzy, you're after Yates.
Come on, fellas.
14-11, top of the 7th.
Hey, pressure's on them every one we get. Come on. Come on.
Well, this could be a
Play it.
this could be an interesting inning right here. Let's see what happens with Slugger Bubba Mack stepping into the box here.
The third base hit.
Attaboy, Bubba.
Look at Bubba Mack, the hustle.
Time.
Think about how many balls can hit from this game. Not many. And there's JD's down there at third base, and all of a sudden the ball's on top of him.
Yep.
I like
What's the
that.
matter
Switching
till
back
now?
and
Let's
forth.
go.
DiDonatis.
Bubba, way to go hard.
And now the bonus there is the hustle by Bubba Mack into second base to stay out of the
Way
force.
to go hard, Bubba.
That's a good base runner by Mr. Mack.
Play it.
DiDonatis down the line, fair ball.
Another hard hit ball.
Double. Double.
That should make it 15-11.
Time.
That's a good start from the side boys here.
Let's go. What do you say? Yates doubles, kid.
Now you saw Santana go out when they brought Eisenhower into the game, but yet Resmondo still brings 3 left-handed hitters in a row to the plate.
Play it.
That's a bonus for any team.
Attaboy.
Yates
Attaboy.
unloads
Easy,
one.
June. Easy,
Sounded pretty
June.
good.
Yep.
DiDonatis makes it 16-11.
Time.
Come on, Izzy. Come on, Izzy. Right finger out of here. Come, Iz. Lock in, two.
Yeah.
Come, Izzy.
can hear Izzy digging in.
Izzy's from Olathe, Kansas.
Yep.
One of the Viking advisory staff hitters. And he got up a little bit under that ball.
Halfway, Yates.
Got a catch.
That's the first out here in the 7th.
Time.
Howie, lock in.
Lock it.
Here comes Howie Krause, and you can see again in his body language and his approach, he is focused. So let's see what old House Cat does here.
You hit 750 in your sleep. Nobody's worried about you hitting. Let's go.
Play it. No.
Come on, Moose. Deposit, son. Nice pitch, man. Come on, Moose. Go, Howie. Winning time.
Howie hits that ball up in the air. It's going to be caught and left.
Got a catch.
Can't advance. Speedy Yates. So it's going to be on the shoulders of a guy who's been in this situation many a times, Dennis Ruley.
Yep. Somebody asked earlier tonight what bat he was swinging tonight.
Who?
Dennis Ruley.
Ruley's using the Resmondo Duo 3.
Yeah.
And like I said, as I mentioned earlier, you'll see a pretty good assortment of Worth bats being used by Resmondo. They, again, they all have different likes and
No, you're on it.
different weights. And the beauty of it is here at Worth, we have an offering for everyone.
That is a good thing.
Pick out your gap and hole and go.
Play it.
So, Michael, there's your question.
Lock in, Dennis.
2 away, 2 in.
It's not deep. It's a good strike.
And Dennis Ruley, a Hall of Famer, maybe going to try to work on becoming an umpire when he's done playing.
Well,
there's a couple that feel like they could do it.
I think.
Play it.
I think as a hitter, sometimes you've got an idea. And there he goes again.
Takes that high pitch.
Now think of the situation there, Bernie. Look at him. Comes into third hustling. He's a heck of a player, I'll tell you. That guy right there, when it comes crunch time and game's on the line or it's late in the game, there ain't too many better than him. He finds that hole wherever it is, and see where he hit that ball there. I mean, it's like he envisions it before the pitch even gets there, and knows exactly what he's going to do, and then does it. He's one of the best I've ever seen.
Play it.
Greg Cannell now. Hot shot under the glove of J.D. Jenner. Scores Ruley.
That's some big runs right there for Resmondo. Gives them a little bit of a cushion. And again, they'll take the field now with a little bit of momentum and a little bit of confidence.
There we go.
Well, makes Baugh start to have a pretty tall task. They need 7 to tie and 8 to win at this point.
Which is going to be a tough task against Andy Purcell. So that's the other challenge. They not only got to score at this stage right here, they got to score 8 runs to win, but they got to do it off Andy Purcell. It's not an easy task.
Andy Purcell walloped that one.
Yep. And he can help himself right here. So let's see what he chooses to do here. By the looks of that last swing, I think I know.
Play it.
Missed inside.
Yes, sir, Drew.
2 on, 2 out.
Hit it hard. Good aggressive swing. Let Drew somebody. Come on, BJ. Come on, BJ.
And that brings B.J. Falk to the plate.
The other thing too, Bernie, is this is where it's important as a team to have a lot of veterans. you know, you think about how many at-bats BJ's had in this very situation. So it's not like the moment's going to be too big for him. He'll get in there. He's,
Come on, Billy.
you know, he has an idea what he wants to do here, and having been in this situation many times is definitely a plus.
Yeah.
Play it. No, you're out.
It looks like they're starting to turn the lights off on the fields around us. We might be the last ones. Ground ball. Well, he went the long way to second, but it still worked. And Baugh has the work cut out for them. They need 7 to bring us to the 8th, or 8 runs to win it in the bottom of the 7th. When we come back on USSSAlive.com. USSSA is the world's premier sports organization with over 4 million participants. The top youth baseball stars compete at the Wilson DeMarini Elite World Series and the Louisville Slugger Championship, looking to qualify for the USSSA National Youth Championships. In fast pitch, the top teenagers are on the field with USA Select, and the best in the world are on the USSSA Florida Pride. Nationwide Conference USSSA provides the ultimate challenge in slow pitch softball. At every level, you play the best when you play USSSA.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add vanishing deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means you could save a lot of Benjamins. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
USSSA members, you could save money on your auto insurance. Call a local Nationwide agent or 1-866-633-5747.
Fantastic crew with us tonight on USSSAlive.com.
Good.
Courtney from Worth joining me.
Play it.
We're glad you're getting a chance to see the sights and sounds from this Hall of Fame Classic.
That ball skied by Pokraka and collected
Got a
in
catch.
by Jeremy Yates. And that's a big out, you know, getting that first out, you know, on that leadoff hitter is huge. McDonald's been a tough out tonight, so let's see what he does here.
Yeah, and he's made some fabulous defensive plays as well.
Play it.
He hits that ball
Long.
pretty good. I'm not sure if that's going to make it out of here or no. Is he?
Oh, no, it's off his glove.
Dropped it.
And McDonald in at third.
Let's get the replay on that. That was, see what happened there.
Here we go.
Seemed like all day long that was going to be an out.
Play it.
This one went in and out of his glove.
Did it hit his glove or did it go right
No,
over him?
in and short.
Pretty sure it looked almost like it was right in the middle of the mitt from that point of view.
Well, let's see if that comes back to haunt him or not. Pearson rips a ball in the 5-6 hole.
Time.
Hate to give anybody any extra outs, I can tell you that. He's gone to wearing the glasses for the 2nd consecutive year. What impact do you think that makes in the game?
You know, I seen last year, you know, when Donnie started wearing those glasses, that it, you know, his batting was much improved. I mean, I think he had a heck of a year last year, and I think it's paying dividends for him again this year. He also went to a heavier bat last year, which I think's helped him a little bit too. So he's
interesting thought that to be older in some ways and go to a heavier bat. And what do you think? How do you think that's helped him?
I think he's you know, I think that the end loaded, you know, going to a 1 ounce heavier model with an end load just helps him complete his swing a little bit more. He seems to be, you know, more smooth and he's finishing his swing.
Time.
One big one to work with.
You know, I think
One big one to work with.
he's a guy that can hit it line to line. Let's face it. I mean, he can hit it about to any part of the field, really.
Yep.
And I just seen a difference, in the way he's attacking the ball and everything. And I think the glasses have helped too. So, he had a solid year last year. It looks like he's off to a solid year again this year.
Resmondo 1 out away from advancing to the winner's bracket final.
Yes, sir.
This is Jeff Flood.
I got you. Play it.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Nachos, let's go. Here we go, man. I'll fish.
Ooh, that was close.
Draws a walk, 2 on, 2 out. Still a lot of work left, trailing by 6.
Here we go, any base.
Jeff Payton stepping in here with Bean on deck. So the good news for Resmondo is at the bottom of the lineup, but
No, it's staying in. It's inside.
The top's just around the corner.
yep. So these are big. This is a big out right here.
And they very well may get it.
Yep, there it is.
Cheerleader.
Final score in this one, 18 to
That
12.
boy started
Courtney, I
coming.
appreciate you spending
Not
some
a
time
problem.
with us. Hopefully we'll see you the rest of the weekend.
Hey, I guess we could say Happy Friday.
Yeah.
Because we're there.
Back on the air right here in the stadium in the morning. And we hope you join us then tomorrow, 3, 5, and 7, ESPN3.com. We'll have the coverage.
Been a pleasure, Bernie. Have a good night.
Thanks. Have a great one.
What's hot out of the wrapper mean? Let's find out.
Good job.
Can't go no further.
Any questions?
Louisville Slugger is proud to introduce the first ever 3-piece bat to slow pitch softball. Slugger's patented True 3 joins the handle and barrel together with a socket pivot point to deliver a true feel on every hit. A strong link between the handle and barrel means maximum sting elimination from mishits, while still giving you the feel of solid contact. Exclusive technology, lighter swing weight, powerful performance. That's how the Z3000 will leave its mark on the game. How will you leave yours?
USSSA is the world's premier sports organization with over 4 million participants. The top youth baseball stars compete at the Wilson DeMarini Elite World Series and the Louisville Slugger Championship, looking to qualify for the USSSA National Youth Championships. In fast pitch, the top teenagers are on the field with USA Select, and the best in the world are on the USSSA Florida Pride. Nationwide Conference USSSA provides the ultimate challenge in slow pitch softball. At every level, you play the best when you play USSSA.
In the nation, we reward safe driving. Add Vanishing Deductible from Nationwide Insurance and get $100 off every year of safe driving, which means